Hey y'all, Sheila back again. We're doing something a little different today. I am with Mandy at Seek Heavenly Things. I am with the 12 plus, and I claim that Jesus came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross and rose on the third day. He's Jesus and God in one spirit. He's speaking to everybody. He's showing people stuff, and I know that people are maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed with some of the new revelations, but this is what's being revealed from the book of Daniel 12 when God told Daniel to seal it up until the very end. Well, guess where we are. So, all right, so this is going to be a part A before we go back to the parts that Jesus has been having us read. So this was posted on 6/24/25, but the message was received through G by Jesus. So this was on 6/18/2025, and so the spiritual, let's see here, 6/1 and 10/1 was the spiritual and physical calendar for 6/24. I know it's confusing, hang with me. 6/18 physical calendar 5/10, and God's spiritual calendar 9/10. And we will tag Guillermo Daryl Power 303 in this. And this again is Jesus speaking through G. Okay, so okay children, the next step is here, and the next step is now. Here pretty soon Mandy will start feeling the symptoms pretty strong. I gave her some semblance of this in 2023. In actuality, she felt pretty bad off in 2023. I had her constantly nauseous and heading to the bathroom, thinking that she was going to throw up. I have been preparing her for this all her life. I have built her into a warrior, just like I have built all of my 12 and my elders and my first fruits as warriors, and eventually all of my children. You see, children, what you are having trouble understanding is you were all chosen from the very beginning, and you were all chosen now. So there is no need for jealousy, and there is no need for envy or strife. I am just waiting for you to accept my invitation for the beautiful position that I have created for all of you. Yes, I say you are all my builders, and we are not only going to keep building God's building, because my church is my building. Sorry, my cat wants to be in the middle here, so. All right, Nacho. Let's see where we were here. Okay, to keep building God's building, because my church is my building. But all of you, we are creating harvests of wheat, and we are planting those seeds to keep waking up all of my people. And my Father is sending to me to wake up his children and keep planting those seeds among his people, which are my people, because we are one in the Spirit. So my children are here to teach you the wineskin process and recognize you all need cleansing. But I also want to keep you cleansing, to keep cleansing and purging. Okay, let's do this again. But I also want you to keep cleansing and purging, because this is an ongoing process of purification and strengthening. You see, children, I have put many obstacles in your lives for my will and for my glory. I know it has not been easy, and your Father has been with you through all of your hardships, and they have been there, designed to make you into the warriors that I have created you for. So you see, children, everything your Father does is for a reason, and it is for his children. So you will see here soon these symptoms will be coming on very strong for Mandy and the rest of the 12, because it will be passed off to them as well, because they are all going to start to feel the changing in their glorious bodies. So as Mandy and G and Cassie start to change, the rest of my 12 will start experiencing these symptoms and subtle changes. Changes at first, but then drastic changes obvious to the human eye, even though all the symptoms will pass through the group, Mandy is going to receive the brunt of it because I have chosen that will for her. And as she starts experiencing these symptoms, I'm going to have her start releasing the scribed videos so you can see the supernatural yourselves while you are waiting for me to turn their cameras on. She is going to feel most of it because of the birthing of the child that is about to happen in heaven, and the symbolism will be on her as she is feeling it supernaturally from heaven. And it must be this way because this was my design from the very beginning. So because she is the Revelation 12 woman, she has to take the brunt of all symbolism to fulfill my will of the delivery of the child. But the symptoms will also be passed throughout the group because they are family and they are one. So Mandy, she was designed for this, and this is my will for her. And she is going to experience most of the labor pains because my Adam and my Eve were always meant to take on the brunt of these specific symptoms. That is why my son G had to complete the lung process. And now it is Mandy's turn to experience this part of delivering the baby as she is changing because the baby will be born very soon in heaven. And I am giving my children a chance right now to believe before they see. But I assure you, children, that the time is now when this will be no more. And as I have told you, Mandy, while her symptoms are getting stronger, this means that G's lungs will start feeling a lot better. They already feel a lot better now because he can breathe much more easily now. I told you all this is supernatural, and it is I, Yeshua HaMashiach, bringing in all of these supernatural symptoms. Nothing to do but wait for it now. My first fruits, you will also feel mild symptoms as well while the delivery is happening. So now that Mandy is ready to start her part, when I bring the supernatural, G has finished the second part of the lung process, but there will be more after we get back from heaven. But right now, in the present here pretty soon, he will not even need an inhaler because his asthma and COPD will be gone because of all of the cloaking I will use until he comes back from his amazing break, just like the rest of my children. They are also getting ready for their break. All right, y'all. That is that for that part. We'll see where it continues tomorrow. All right. As always, take this to Jesus. Like I said, I know people are probably feeling a little overwhelmed. This is not what they've learned. It's not what's in the Bible. And they just think it's just absurd and far-fetched, however you want to look at it. But I encourage you to humble yourself before Jesus. Ask him to show you, and he's going to reveal this. And, ask him if this is true. Ask him if it's false. Test the spirit. Okay, that's the big thing. Who are you hearing from? Does your Jesus profess that he came in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day? Okay, that's how you know you are getting the true information of whatever you're hearing or whatever you're being led to. If your spirit can say that, okay? So, all right, well, I hope y'all have a blessed day. I will see you all later. Bye.